Thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies. Today we're looking at this Honda Civic. This component location, which is going to be the EGR valve, will be a good location for the 2006 to 2015 year model Honda Civic. First, let's take a look at the underhood label. This underhood label lets you know what emissions components are actually equipped on your vehicle. Sometimes you're looking for an EGR valve and you're like, what in the world? I don't even have one. Why? Well, look at this label. This label might help you out. You can see this one says EGR valve right here on the label. I'm going to show you the location of that emissions component and give you some information on how it works. If you are chasing an EGR code, please comment below and let me know that code, and maybe I could suggest something to take a look at, or maybe a repair that should be done. We could see. So let me know if you have any codes. While you're watching, like, subscribe, and share. You can see right here on the top of the engine is going to be the EGR valve. The EGR valve is your exhaust gas recirculation valve. This valve brings burnt gases that have gone through the catalytic converter, through the exhaust, and brings them back up into the intake to go through the combustion process once again. So it cools down the combustion temperature, lowering NOx, which is the most harmful gas that comes out of the vehicle to a human. So that is the benefit to it. It also increases the efficiency of your vehicle. Another perk. One downside is that it robs power from the vehicle. And your EGR valve is mostly used when you're cruising on the highway, not because of the speed, but because how comfortable the engine is. So more so when you're going about 60, 70 miles an hour, maybe 50, above 35 for sure. And the engine goes down to about 1,000, 1,200 to 2,000 RPM. That's when the engine is, or the computer is going to command the EGR valve to open up and start bringing those burnt gases through or from the exhaust back up into the intake and be used as an emissions reduction component is at that time. It's not used more so around town when you're accelerating from stop and go, stuff like that. It's more of a freeway or cruising type component. So if you have a cruising problem or misfire during cruising or something, maybe that information might help you out. I did have a friend that had a bad EGR valve on an older vehicle where it was a vacuum produced or vacuum commanded EGR valve, and with that one it ended up being the diaphragm was messed up, causing an exhaust leak, causing bad air fuel ratio. So in that case the EGR valve was actually bad and the symptoms were showing when it was supposed to be opening up, and who knows what was going on. But he was complaining of freeway speed drivability issues, so just take that in consideration. Again, if you're chasing the code, if you have any questions, make sure you feel free to comment below or text me. Like, subscribe, and share. The likes really help on the algorithm right now, so don't forget to do that. Check out the video library for a ton of more emissions components locations and information on this Honda Civic and a ton of other vehicles. I'll see you in the next hopefully helpful video. Thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies.